Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm. This is Grasslands. It's in Lindsay, Oklahoma. This is where we pick up our grain for our goats and our cows. I did pick up 4 of these barrels, feed barrels. I got this idea off of from Jason over at Cog Hill Farm. He said to look on Facebook Marketplace, and I did, and sure enough, someone within 20 miles of me had plenty of these, $35 a piece, so a pretty good deal. I did give one to Crandall over at Eldridge Fam, so I only have 3 left, but I plan on going to pick up some more. So this is it's kind of like a veterinary clinic, all kinds of stuff over here in Lindsay with this little building here. But this is also where we pick up our grain. It's called Maxi Gain. I'll show it to you when we have it loaded up in the barrels, and then I'm going to try to get a printout of what all's in this so you'll know exactly what it is and how much protein and all that's in it. Okay, so we're in Brendan's truck, so he's driving. We're gonna drive across this scale. They'll get our before weight. We'll load up with the protein, the grain, and then drive back across the scale right there and get our second weight, and then I gotta go in and pay them.
You pulling up right here?
Yep. And then look through that window and give them, they should give you a thumbs up. All right, that white.
On the left?
Right, yep, the white one there's ours, the one we need to drive under.
Yeah, I just think I called up in there.
It's so windy, they're losing a lot of it because their chute's not long enough. Okay, so it's so windy. They ended up losing quite a bit there too, it looked
Probably
like.
half a barrel.
Probably. It was so windy. That's normal in Oklahoma, so that's probably factored into the price, I'm sure. We're also going to get 4 bags of corn right now. The corn at Walmart or Tractor Supply or any of that is probably $4 or $5 more than it used to be. It's just ridiculous. It's almost 50% higher. And here it's a 50-pound bag for $10.95. So that's still more than I want to pay, but that's about as cheap as I can find it. Okay, so we made it home. I did pick up 4 bags of corn, 50-pound bags. One of our barrels fell over. We didn't tie it in. That's because this guy takes corners at 100. So this was a total of 900 pounds total. So probably roughly 300 pounds a piece. There may be one that's 310 and one that's 290, but they're roughly around the same weight. Brendan says we can get this just ourselves.
With 2 people, we should be able to.
Okay, you realize I'm an old fart, right?
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, let's do it. Oh my God. Ready? Oh God. That is heavy. Let's get that out of the way. All right, now just put it up on one side, just roll it over there. Oh my gosh. I really don't think we lifted that off the tailgate. I think it was more of a graceful fall. But we didn't get hurt and it worked. Now we just kind of shimmy it back and forth until we get it over next to this tree. Brennan's pants are already dirty today because he got hit by the electric fence earlier.
It made me fall down.
He fell.
That's because I was mid-jump when it shocked me, so my legs gave out and I fell down.
He said I went stiff and I couldn't react.
Just right here.
Yeah, that's good. Perfect. So we'll show you real quick what these are like.
Who's this for?
It's just like an insert hole. So I talked to the guy. He's going to get me a list of what's all in here and the percentages and stuff. It's basically 14% protein, and the bulk of it, 30% of it, is a soybean mixture. And then I think the next most common is the corn. The corn is like a 20% corn. And then I can't remember the rest. He's going to get me a, the guy that owns the place is going to get me a list of actually what's in it. He said he doesn't have a current list because they took out an ingredient from the previous batch and added a different ingredient. So he said it's nothing significant, but it's not the same. So when I get that, I'll try to remember to put that in one of our videos. So that is called Maxi Gain, that type of grain. It's called Maxi Gain. And the goats love it. So does the cow. Cow loves it too. Well, I forgot to hit record. We were going to video taking this barrel down off of the pickup. We figured out a really easy way to get these off. The metal barrels are hard to maneuver. You really need to use a tractor. But with these, if you don't have your tractor handy, which we could use our tractor, but it rained a lot last night. Well, not a lot, but it rained enough that we would leave huge holes in the ground with the tractor wheels. So what we did was we laid the barrel on its side, just flat on its side, scooted it down the bed of the truck, and then on one corner of the tailgate, we just slid it down and then just kind of let it fall onto the ground. It was perfect. Worked out really, really easy. Worked out really well. Now we're just feeding the goats some of the hay. So right now, this barrel's in the corner. My plan is, in another video, will be me putting fence panels up in this corner or in this area so I can completely section this off from the cow and everything. So you'd have to get through the gate and through the fence to get to the hay and the barrel. Right now that barrel's going to be exposed until later on this evening when I'm able to go buy me another cattle panel to put up. So he could go over here. He's over on the opposite side of the field right now, but he could come over here and mess with this if he could smell it and try to get into it. And then it's 300 pounds, but he's going to move it around like it's nothing. So we're just going to take a chance because we really needed to get it out of the truck. So the truck's empty. We put the other one in the barn for now. So we have two barrels at two different spots where the goats are. And then I have a barrel in the barn, and that barrel will be used for the cow. What do you dogs think? We ended up putting Jenny in here with Elena for a few days, just for some company and to keep Jenny from running off. She's not running off the property, but she's running all over the property right now. Not really doing her job like she's supposed to. Okay, we'll be back later, okay? We'll feed y'all here in a minute. I left my scoop down in the barn. Coconut, get your head back in there. You always get stuck. Get your head back. Not through that one. Same one you went through. So another video as well will be me putting some field fence along these panels. That'll keep them from getting their heads through the squares. Right now they're small enough that they can get their heads in, but sometimes they can't get their heads back. So I don't want to leave them overnight with their head through the fence. If some coyote or something comes through, even though these dogs are in here, the coyotes could still have an easy meal. Get your head back in there. You're supposed to be my top goat over here. You're making a bad example. What are you doing? You want to say hi to YouTube? Coconut. Say hi to YouTube. Okay, so it's been about 3 hours. I went and voted, so I took a shower and changed clothes. But it is the same day. It's about 3 hours later. We're gonna go ahead and feed Toro, Mr. Messy Face. Got mud all over his face. And then we'll go over and feed the mamas and the bucks over here in their pen, and then swing back through and feed the dolings. Yeah, right there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
I thought it was good.
All right, we're married to this.
Hey, it's not even your food.
Okay, Toro, enjoy, buddy.
Go.
So the other day, one of our goats got out, and it was just easier to put her over here with Silas and the two ponies. So Cinnamon over here is the only goat, so I'm gonna go ahead and let her out and put her in with the rest of these goats over here. What are you doing? Are you licking me? Hi, Cinnamon. Hey, this is not food. Okay, you ready? We can't let Pancake and Syrup out. Okay, Cinnamon is running over towards the other ones, but she just ran into a fence. She's gonna have to go through the gate, and she made it. Okay. Now she'll have to figure out how to get around the fence, which it looks like she's doing pretty good. There she is. Okay, let's go watch them eat for a second.
How many scoops are you want with it?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Then I should have brought the bucket.
Probably. Just stay there.
If they're not going to move.
Oh.
That's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
She's coughing up the feed. Chip said let me in.
Yeah, maybe one more scoop.
One more.
Y'all need to learn how to move out of the way so we can get all the stuff in the trough instead of on your head. Huh, Mega?
Hey! Hey! Where are you going? No, you can't follow her.
So Tanya just went on a walk and Ryan's trying to go down the driveway to find her.
Come back. Rhineland.
All right, well, we can't forget about the ponies, so we're gonna go ahead and feed them some too. Ryan's crying. She wants to go on a walk with Nana. You see her way down there in the driveway. Rhineland, come watch your ponies eat.
All right, come feed your pony.
Syrup, come here. Syrup, it's time to eat. Okay, so I've actually changed my mind on the doelings. I'm not going to feed them grain today because I actually fed them grain yesterday. And I don't want to feed them back-to-back days right now because their system's not used to that much protein all at once. I don't want them to get the scours and stuff, so we're gonna wait on them. We'll probably feed them some tomorrow, or maybe 2 days from now. That way I can get on the same day. That way I can feed everybody on the same day and do every third day for now, then eventually move it up to every other day throughout the winter. And then possibly every day, depending on how they're looking, basically, body condition. But I am going to turn the water on and go fill up their water. And it looks like they already need some more hay, so I'll probably give them some more hay too. You know, I just wanted to show what we're going to store our feed in this year. Seems like every year I do something different. I've tried the 1 ton bags. I like that a lot because you get a ton all at once. What I don't like is I had mouse problems, but at the time I didn't have kittens. I didn't have any cats to take care of the mice. I do now, so the 1 ton bag may work great now. But I would keep that in the barn, covered, but the mice just ate holes in it and just ate in it, so I don't like that. We've tried the 55-gallon barrels, the metal barrels. I like those a lot. They're just awkward. But these food barrels, the feed barrels, I think are probably going to be my best option right now, until I'm able to afford me one of those grain holders that you can, kind of like a trailer, you can put it on the back of your truck and take it all the way up there to fill and grain all the way back, and you just fill your buckets up out of them. I'd love one of those, but kind of expensive right now. I should have bought it like 4 or 5 years ago when they were reasonably priced. Now they're overpriced. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave us a comment, and like the video. We'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, do the good. What do y'all think? Y'all need some water? Yeah? Hey, don't stick your head out here. That's a bad habit to get into. I'm gonna have to put idiot sticks on y'all.
Come along and ride with us through this life's journey we go through at the Fowler.